Last year, 61 competitors took on the toughest test of their lives as they try to conquer our 3 rounds of strength and endurance.
And no, he doesn't.
Few came close,
And
none succeeded.
And he's out!
This season, 125 competitors come back to the course to see if they have what it takes to beat it all. Anyone who proves they have the skills to survive all 4 rounds will win 10,000 Robux and the title of Alpha Ninja Warrior Grand Champion. Today we will see the first of 4 groups of our field of 125 competitors take on the qualifiers course on Alpha Island. Only the top players from the group will prove they deserve to be part of the top 40 and move on to the semifinals. One dream, one chance, 10,000 Robux. This is Alpha Ninja Warrior. We're back for Alpha Ninja Warrior, and I'm your host, Alpha VR 370. Today we got some new faces like DJ Jumpman 23, Craft Battle Duty 0828, and Faripu, an RNW player dating all the way back to 2015. But we got some players from last season as well, including Dr. Ninja 64, Ronald 90E, and It's Vibes, who made it all the way to the second stage last season in Grand Finals, but went out on the Lightning Bolts. For more information on the course, I'm going to go down to the sidelines to tell you how this works. Today, the competitors will have to go through 6 obstacles to reach the buzzer at the very end. The first obstacle is the quintuple steps. The players will have to jump across each of the 5 tilted steps to get to the other side. If you get too low on any of them, you will trip and fall into the water. The second obstacle is the propeller swing. You have to jump onto the first propeller, time your jump to the rope, swing the rope, and then jump onto the second propeller where you have to time your dismount. The third obstacle is the salmon roll. As a horizontal version of the salmon ladder, you have to lock the bar into each of the cradles to roll the cylindrical shape down the track. The fourth obstacle is the rotating bridge. You have to time your footwork and your jump so you don't slide off of this 360-degree rotating bridge. The fifth obstacle is the flying bar by Lyrical Wonders. A modification from last season, you have to time your jumps and landings on each of the 5 cradles to land on the platform. The sixth obstacle is the warped wall, but also with a mega wall. On your first attempt, you can choose to go for the mega wall, and if you get up it in one try, you will earn 100 Robux and hit the buzzer. If you fail the mega wall, you will go to the normal warped wall, but you will only get 2 attempts. However, you do not have to go for the mega wall. If anyone clears the entire course, they will have a guaranteed ticket into the semifinals. However, if less than 10 people clear the entire course, then the rest of the spots will be determined by how far the players got and when they failed that obstacle, indicated by the red lines. We will start with warped wall fails and go in reverse order. Next up is Finley Renee, and she's going back down the stairs and went halfway up, but I'm excited to see how she does if she gets up at all. And there she is now. She's onto the quintuple steps and just aims way too poorly, and in the morning her legs and her shins are going to hurt from that. Next up is Bensko24. He has a sword in his pocket and he's wearing the Turkish flag on his shirt, so he might be an overseas competitor, which is really cool. Let's see how he does. Oh, but just lands on the bottom of the first step, doesn't even have a chance, and that will be the end of his run. Next up is Kodaleta24 Ida. I don't know anything about this competitor either, except that they are a walk-on on today's course, so let's see how they'll do with no prior experience. Oh, but goes down, just landed too low on the second step, and I guess just did not try to recover at all. Next up is Omos 3, and he's wearing the squid hat once again. If you remember, he competed last season and he went out on the quintuple steps in the qualifier, so I'm pretty sure he's looking to change all of that today. So let's see if he can. And now he's off, and he's on the first quintuple step, but he just jumped off of the first one way too low and landed on the second one even lower. No redemption for Omos this season. Next up is XNNW Fan 8. Let's see how he does. I'm really excited to see him run. I know he's pretty excited to be out here, and maybe he'll be the first person to pass the quintuple steps. We saw 4 people take their shot at it. Nobody completed it, but it looks like XNNW is the first. Now he's on a propeller swing. Oh, he got on the rope. Very nice aim in the air. Oh, but he slips off of the platform. Really close, but it just was not enough. Next up on the start line is King Moss 281128. Last season he did compete, so maybe he'll, do better than the rest of our field so far. So far today has not been too great of an episode for results, but we are just getting started, and he's already onto the propeller swing. Oh, got onto the rope. Okay, low swings. Oh, but got caught up going backwards. Went too far onto the front of that disc, and King Moss is down. Next up is Captain Boys Heiningham. Last season, he failed on the quintuple steps in qualifying, but he's looking for a different outcome, and he says he'll do a lot better this season. So we'll see if he improves or not. Now he's onto the quintuple steps. Okay, taking a little bit to line up each jump. Alright, just one more. It's taking quite a bit of time actually going to the propeller swing, and he got onto the rope pretty quickly. Now he's really just taking a lot of time. He needs to go a little bit faster, but he's down, and he just got caught up on the rope. I'm not sure if he'll be able to move on with that slow time, however. Next up is Flee the Facility 63987, and it looks like they're wearing a ghost on their They're wearing a ghost on their head, and they're emitting like ghost smoke or something. I don't really know, but they're off on the course, and Flea is on to the quintuple steps. Very nice. Now he's on the propeller swing. And goes down, just does not aim correctly, and just a little bit too early. After Flee the Facility, so many more people fell on the propeller swing. Just a majority of them just could not even get to the rope at all. Or maybe getting really close and just falling short. However, one person could not even land on the dismount, and one person couldn't get a jump at all, and one person messed up with the rope. However, Booch Case, aka 2005 Cheeseburger from RNC, couldn't even do this obstacle as well. Next up is XX Usain. I don't know much about this guy either, and I don't know what's around. Oh no, I don't think that's a necklace. I think that's a one. I think that's a jersey actually. So I don't know what team that is, but is it? It might be something. It might be a neck piece. I can't tell. No, that's definitely a jersey. But anyways, he's onto the propeller swing. Can he be the first to get past this? Oh, goes way too fast and just goes too far to the left. And that is all it will take to fall on this obstacle. Next up is winner G222. Let's see if his name will imply on the course. Let's see if he'll win. But first he will have to get past the qualifiers and the dreaded propeller swing, which no one has gone past so far. Let's see how he does. He's going actually pretty fast on the quintuple steps, taking barely any time at all on each step. And now he's onto the propeller swing. Oh, but he slips off. That was weird, but I guess he just could not hold on, and that'll be it for winner, but that was a pretty fast time. Next up is Icy Doggos wearing that blue vest and the hoodie. Very nice choice. And he is off on the quintuple steps. Alright. Not too slow, not too fast either, but pretty good time. Now he's onto the propeller swing. Will he be the first? Oh my god, okay. Lucky that he was able to get off before he fell in the water. Oh, okay, barely on the rope. This could be it. And he got it! Now he's onto the salmon roll. How is he going to attack this? Oh, but he just lands short of that next cradle, and he did get there first, so he might qualify. Next up is XX Starlight XX24. If you remember from last season, she failed on the quintuple steps, so let's see if she'll get her revenge on the quintuple steps. So far this season, a lot of people have, so she might as well. Alright, she's lining up each one, taking a little bit of time. Now she's onto the propeller swing. Oh, got onto the rope. Oh, getting caught up, and got caught up. And she is down. Maybe that time will hold up, but I just don't know. Next up is Big Cows 30, and if I am correct, that is ink literally dripping down his shirt. And I gotta say, that's pretty drippy. Pun very intended. Let's see if he'll go fast or go as slow as water dripping down a faucet. And he's on the quintuple steps, and he's going really fast, actually. Now he's already onto the propeller swing, but he just does not aim correctly going to the rope, and it might be it for him, but that time was pretty fast. Next up is James Moha, and last season he went out on the quintuple steps in qualifying, but this season he said he's going to try his best, and he also said that he has so many things to be grateful for in life.
Hey, my name's James Moha. Pretty weird username, right? First of all, I'm really excited to compete. I started a period of my life where I was pretty sad all the time. I had no one to join, so I felt pretty sad, and I would just kind of do nothing all day. But after I got over that period, I had the best period of my life, which is right now. I joined new things like Alpha Ninja Warrior and watched some of Alpha streams, and Born Survivor, which is where I met some of my best friends. I know people are probably going to hate on this, but I just wanted to make this for the one LGBTQ member who might be in the ninja community, and just tell you that you are not alone, and there's other people out there that are just the same as you, so don't give up. I'm so excited to run the course tonight. For me, it doesn't matter if I fail the first obstacle or I clear the whole course, because the hardest thing isn't running the course. The hardest thing is getting the strength to even run.
And we are off, and now he's onto the quintuple steps. By the way, shout outs to Isaac, Emily, Jack, and Sindel for getting James Moha to where he is today. But he is exactly correct when he means the hardest part is just getting onto the course at all, which is why I honor everyone that's competed so far, because it is really difficult to just, have the courage to try to run at all. But nonetheless, James Moha is onto the salmon roll. Pretty good. Oh, but just could not get that starting jump. But that was a pretty good run out of the runs we've seen so far, so that might hold up for a long while. Next up is Mum Odin 13471. Wearing a pretty basic Roblox outfit, but that's not a problem at all. I don't really know anything about this competitor stats wise, but we'll just see how they do. Stopped for quite a bit on that first step, but going kind of slow. They failed this obstacle. It will be tough to qualify, but we'll see. Doesn't even get a jump. They might not be able to qualify, but it was a pretty slow time, but I just don't know. Next up is Faripu, and he might be new to this competition, but he's been on Roblox Ninja Warrior all the way since 2015. He used to compete in Ninja Warrior of Roblox and used to take it really seriously back then, but now he plays a lot of these comps for fun, and I'm glad he's trying out this comp today. So let's see how he does actually. He's onto the quintuple steps. Alright, now he's onto the propeller swing. Is he gonna take this? Oh, gone to the rope, but it is completely in the wrong direction. He is in no man's land right now. He has to correct it, but he just went all for it, and it did not work, and Faripu goes down. Next up is Craft Battle Duty 0828. Last season, he tried to compete, but due to time zone differences, it was just too difficult to get him onto the course. And this season, he is finally on. He gets his chance to compete, so I'm pretty sure that he's excited to be here and he wants to do really well. And he's off. We haven't seen too many outstanding performances, but he's going pretty quick so far. So, he's on the right track. And now he's on to the salmon roll. We've seen two people get here. Both of them failed it. So far, he already hit the first jump. First few, actually. And he dismounted. He is onto the rotating bridge. The first person to so far. Oh, but he slipped off of the left side. But considering being the first person to get here, he probably will qualify. Next up is DJ Jumpman23. He's new to Alpha Ninja Warrior, but he says he's been practicing quite a bit.
Hello, Alpha VR 370. My Roblox username is DJ Jumpman23, and my user was made in 2017. And this is my submission for Alpha Ninja Warrior Season 2. I've been doing Roblox obbies since 2017, and I'm still doing them today. And not just that, but I went from doing easy obbies to actually kind of beating difficulty charts. I have completed stage 4 once on this one Ninja Warrior game called American Bloxy Warrior old version. I'll show you what the game looks like, but any means, here I am completing it, and there it is. I've done it twice before, and this is the game where I train and play most of my days. But anyways, this is my submission video for Alpha Ninja Warrior Season 2, and I hope you enjoyed.
So he's gotten total victory on American Bloxy Warrior twice. Let's see if he can get total victory on Alpha Ninja Warrior and win himself 10,000 Robux. Bet that would be pretty awesome compared to winning American Bloxy Warrior. But he's going pretty fast. Pretty nice swing, and he is onto the salmon roll. Okay, a little bit of a malfunction, but he's on now. He did cross the line beforehand, so that won't affect his time too much. Just only if he clears this obstacle, which he does, and now he's onto the rotating bridge. And okay. Oh, but he just did not try to balance and go over to the left side. I guess he just had too much confidence and he thought he would be able to do it from there. But overall, a pretty good run from DJ. Next up is Ronald 90E. Last season, he made it to the semifinals where he got out on the rotating bridge. He's looking for redemption this season, so let's see if he can get it. He also makes American Ninja Warrior compilation videos, which are actually kind of successful. But he's going really fast and he's already onto the propeller swing. Oh, but I guess he just second-guessed himself, and you can kind of see how he goes backward, which does kind of indicate a second guess, but that time was pretty fast, so we could move on. With only 3 runners to go, our next runner is Ali Dard 1. Last season, he made it all the way to grand finals where he fell on the jumping spider on that first jump, which is the trickiest. So can he get all the way to the grand finals again? That'd be pretty interesting, you know, considering that the field is twice as big than last season, and it's probably going to be a lot harder to get to grand finals this season, but we'll see. He's doing pretty well. He's on the rope. And he got it. Now he's on to the salmon roll. Okay, got the first jump. Oh, but he overshot. So, with only 3 runners left, I'm pretty sure he will qualify, so GG's to him. Next up is Dr. Ninja 64. He made it all the way to the last obstacle of stage 1 last year, and I'm pretty sure this year he's looking to get back to it.
What's up guys, Dr. Ninja 64 here, and this is my competitor profile for Alpha Ninja Warrior Season 2. So, I remember getting top 5, which failing stage 1 was really rough last season. So, I'm planning on trying to get to stage 2. But I have to get through all of this. I don't think I'm going to clear the course, both qualifier and semis again, but wish me luck. Peace.
And in classic style, he oofs himself at the end, and now he's on to the course. He said that he probably wasn't going to clear both qualifiers and semifinals, but who knows? He might. He is definitely one of the more skilled competitors, and as you can see, he's already onto the salmon roll. Remember, in Robloxian Ninja Challenge, he got 15th place out of a field of 225. Oh, but he barely catches himself on the salmon roll. Could have been early disaster, but he's onto the rotating bridge. Okay, he's trying to get it to be upwards. Okay. And it works! He is the first person to clear it! Now he's onto the flying bar. Can he clear the course? Oh, but he overshoots on the first one and he's down in the water. But as our second to last competitor, he will definitely qualify for that performance. Now our final runner of qualifiers is It's Vibes. Last season, he made it all the way to stage 2 and he fell on the lightning bolts. This year, he's trying to get his revenge on the course. But remember, in 10th place is Ronald 90E, getting to the propeller swing with 7.739 seconds. If Vibes gets there faster or clears the obstacle, he will knock Ronald 90E out of the top 10. And here we go. Will he get it? It's going to be close! And he got it! Vibes is in the top 10 and he will go to semifinals. Ronald 90E just within a second of elimination, but that's all it takes. Vibes is going to the semifinals no matter what happens here, but he falls short anyways. Congratulations to Vibes. You are going to the semifinals. Here are the results. Dr. Ninja comes in first, failing and getting to the flying bar with 45 seconds. Second is Craft Battle Duty 0828 getting to the rotating bridge with 28 seconds. Third is DJ Jumpman getting to the rotating bridge with 36 seconds. Fourth is Ali Dard 1 getting to the salmon roll with 26 seconds. Fifth is James Moha getting to the salmon roll with 27 seconds. Sixth is Icy Doggos getting to the salmon roll with 28 seconds. Seventh is Vibes getting to the propeller swing with 6.9 seconds. 8 is Doogie Fan 14 getting to the propeller swing with 7.162 seconds. 9th is Big Cows 30 getting to the propeller swing with 7.186 seconds. And coming in last, bringing the rear, is Harry Dog 83 getting to the propeller swing with 7.568 seconds. We have found our top 40 after 4 weeks. Thank you all for watching. I will see y'all in the semifinals. Coming up on the next episode of Alpha Ninja Warrior. Next week, we will see our top 40 compete on the extended semifinals course, but however, only 15 will be able to make it to boot camp.